At trick-or-treating in University Heights and a warning from CHP to drivers.
A classic car gone, a family heartbroken, the search for a stolen 1960 Chevy Impala.
And a local firefighter will be walking for a cure this weekend, this time not only for others, but also for herself. Her breast cancer survival story still ahead.
A glimmer of hope for the highly endangered vaquita porpoise in the Sea of Cortez. There's a slight increase in the population numbers.
They entice you in with the promise of candy, but will you make it out of the Blackwell Haunted Maze?
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
While people enjoy the spookiness of Halloween, the California Highway Patrol is reminding drivers not to make it a scary one for yourself or others on the road. Good evening. Happy Halloween. I'm Marcella Lee.
Hi, everybody. Stephanie Simmons in tonight for Carlo. The CHP's maximum enforcement period just went into effect moments ago at 6 p.m. CBS 8's Alex Cheney joins us live from University Heights with a look at the trick-or-treating already underway and also a reminder about safe driving. Alex, what are you seeing? What's the most popular costume?
Where's your costume, Alex? Come on.
Oh, he's
My
too cool.
costume.
He's too cool.
I'm a professional today, all right? So no costume, that comes later. But hey, it is an awesome time trick-or-treating right now on Maryland Street here in University Heights. And as you can see, lots of costumes, lots of parents and their kids as well. And check it out, this house even has a dragon that moves around. It has been delighting the children here for the past hour or so. So awesome time on Halloween and trick-or-treating, but be safe out there. Take a look.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
It's going to be a spooky night on Maryland Street in University Heights as residents expect thousands of trick-or-treaters to scare down the street.
And you also need a dedicated crew of candy workers who are going to be giving it out. You get repetitive motion syndrome from all the candy distribution.
Here's video from last year's haunt on Maryland Street. The crowd started crawling in around 5, and then by nightfall, the hordes of costumes and hungry pillowcases for candy. Halloween is fun, but CHP is reminding the public to be safe and not drink and drive.
We don't have a lot of street lights in our neighborhood, so I think it's really important for drivers to just take it extra slow tonight.
CHP says statewide there will be maximum DUI enforcement from 6 p.m. tonight until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and is urging everyone to take rideshare, use public transit, or find a sober driver for the night.
You guys gotta not drink and drive, man. Happy Halloween, but everyone be safe out there. Make sure you're drinking responsibly and taking an Uber. That's what I do.
Back on Maryland Street, they're getting ready for the haunting night ahead.
I built this Minecraft themed thing and it was a huge success, so it's like, let's do it again.
How's it feel to see all the kids come through and love it?
It's the best. That's what I spend all this time doing.
All right, it is a busy night out here on Maryland Street. You see all these awesome costumes and everybody getting ready. Lots of candy available out here as well. But yeah, just once again a reminder, don't drink and drive tonight if you're going to be having a good time. Find that sober driver. It's 2025. There's no excuse. Find a way to have fun for Halloween, but also be safe about it. Back over to you guys.
Very good information, a very serious topic, but also no excuse for a reporter to go out on Halloween and not have a costume.
At least some antlers, Alex.
Right?
I mean, really, yeah. All right, well, he's a professional tonight. That's what he told
Oh,
us.
okay. Maybe they do have a reporter costume.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They do.
I know.
It's like
So,
it's in the bag. Yeah, anchor as well. All right, we move on to this story starting tomorrow. Tens of million Americans, including more than 5 million California residents, will not receive their federal food assistance benefits.
But new legal rulings could change that. CBS 8 State Matters political reporter Jenny Huh brings us the very latest on the efforts to keep SNAP funded.
Today, new rulings on the matter offer hope, but it's still unclear when and if funds will start flowing, as the Trump administration can appeal in both cases, lengthening the legal process.
We are here today because SNAP benefits run dry tomorrow.
That's Brooke Rollins, Secretary of Agriculture, Friday morning. Her department, the USDA, is being sued in 2 cases, one by California and 25 other states, and another by Rhode Island and local nonprofits. Both lawsuits say the USDA's indefinite suspension of SNAP benefits is unlawful, given there's a contingency reserve.
Whether or not these decisions by 2
district court judges on the East Coast will apply across the country or not.
That's the big question when it comes to the implication of the rulings. In California's lawsuit, a federal judge in Boston ruled Friday the suspension of SNAP funding is, quote, unlawful, though she hasn't yet granted a temporary restraining order which would expedite the flow of benefits.
She's given the federal government until Monday to say, how would you comply with this? In other words, how would you fulfill the financial obligation?
The judge noted the USDA has contingency funds of at least $6 billion that should be used, quote, to fund SNAP as may become necessary to carry out program operations. The USDA has been countering, even if they can use that money, it's not enough. The judge said the department can then reduce benefits for recipients, but that
a complete elimination of the program is not permissible.
Neither ruling means benefits will roll out November 1st. Both cases can be appealed, and it takes time for the funds to roll out.
It could take a week, even 2 weeks potentially, to load those debit cards, unfortunately.
The USDA did not respond to requests for comment on the rulings or if they will file appeals. But President Trump posted on Truth Social in part, quote, if we are given the appropriate legal direction by the court, it will be my honor to provide the funding. Jenny Hutt, CBS 8.
Thanks, Jenny. And despite the judge's ruling, experts say there will still likely be a delay in getting food assistance payments to people. Here in San Diego, nearly 400,000 people rely on SNAP. So tomorrow, Feeding San Diego will hold an emergency distribution event at their headquarters in Sorrento Valley. Anyone who needs food assistance can call 211 for resources. And if you have the ability to help make a difference for families facing food insecurities, consider supporting the San Diego Food Bank and other organizations who are ramping up their services to fill the gap for families. One trusted place to donate is the San Diego Unity Fund. We have all the information you need on that fund on our website, cbs8.com. Just click on the Help button.
Tomorrow, more vote centers will be opening for early voting for the special election. Nearly 3 dozen centers opened last week, and after tomorrow, more than 5 dozen vote centers will be open in San Diego County. They will be open from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. through Monday. Then on Election Day, all locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Make note of those different times. You can find a center near you by heading online to sdvote.com. Governor Gavin Newsom will be in San Diego tomorrow as part of a push to encourage people to vote ahead of next week's special election. It comes as San Diego Congressman Darrell Issa has filed a lawsuit in Texas alongside a Texas congressman challenging California's redistricting efforts. The suit calls Proposition 50 unconstitutional and asks a judge to stop the implementation of new congressional maps should voters approve doing so next week.
New tonight, it's more than just a car. It's a piece of family history. And tonight, a man in Imperial Beach is desperate to find his beloved vintage Chevy Impala. It was stolen from right outside his home.
CBS 8's Brian White shows us why this classic ride means so much and shares the latest on the search to get it back.
For Peter Ricardo, this Roman red 1960 Chevy Impala was more than chrome and steel. It was the fulfillment of a childhood dream.
It's been a lifelong dream since I was a kid in the 60s. My brother had one. We used to take it to the drag races.
That dream stayed with him for decades until he finally tracked down this rare convertible, complete with its original houndstooth interior and a powerful 348 engine with triple carburetors.
It's just been a labor of love. You know, I really wanted this car my entire life.
But that labor of love was gone in an instant.
When I opened up the window and I saw the car cover, I was kind of taken aback and shocked.
His Impala was stolen from right here on the curb, and he checked his Ring camera and it did capture a few images.
That footage shows a person wearing a hoodie and tennis shoes pushing the car around 2 in the morning. Detectives say the suspect then either drove it off or loaded it onto a trailer nearby.
It's really important for me just to try and get my car back.
Peter and his neighbors have flooded social media, hoping someone recognizes the car, offering a $10,000 reward for its return and the arrest of whoever took it. For Peter, it's not just about the money.
Yes, you can cut me a check for what it's worth, but does that make me whole, or does, you know, I can't go to a Chevrolet dealer today and buy a new Chevrolet 60 Impala convertible with a top.
The San Diego County Sheriff's Department is asking anyone with information to contact the Imperial Beach substation or Crime Stoppers. And for the thief who stole it, Peter has this message.
You know, I understand you wanted my vehicle, but it's mine, and I would like you to return it to my house.
In Imperial Beach, Brian White, CBS 8.
Hope they find that it's pretty recognizable, so we'll let you know if they do. A proposal to protect renters from so-called junk fees is moving forward. The City of San Diego's Select Committee on Addressing Cost of Living just voted to draft the ordinance, which could eventually reach the full City Council. The plan would cap fees at 5% of the rent. It would end monthly pet fees and require landlords to disclose all costs up front. The County Board of Supervisors will consider the same proposal on Tuesday. The efforts to spread joy to children in San Diego who need it most this Halloween. We'll share those details ahead.
Plus, we introduce you to a woman who survived fighting both fires and cancer.
And new hope for the most endangered porpoise on the planet.
We had daytime highs for today that were in the 70s along the coast. You were also talking about the 80s across the inland valleys, but pretty consistent with those 60s as we go into the 7 o'clock hour for all the trick-or-treaters out there. We'll take a look at your complete forecast coming up.